Ladies and gentlemen, it's a big, weird, wild world out there, folks. And here we stand, al pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob, that's the Natch, and you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
Good morning, boys and girls. It is Wednesday. Oh, guys, we're halfway there through the week. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm so happy. It's Wednesday, friends. How are you doing? You're joining us live on the ProBoh Show. For my beautiful friends joining me live in the chat and actively contributing to the content of today's show, a very good morning to Eugene, Min, Born to Iron Man, and Vera. How are you doing, guys? Eugene says good morning. Min says good morning too, as does Born to Iron Man and Vera. Min asks, how are you doing, Rob? Tired today, Min. Tired, man. It's too hot, Natch. The world is too hot right now. Can the world just chill out? Literally. Jeez Louise. 60-degree ground temperature in Spain. Can you believe that? A 60-degree ground temperature. That's not the air temperature. That's the heat absorbed by the ground. Which is why here in a big city, although the air temperature, can be quite low, it's over above the 40s. Last night going home, Natch, 43 degrees. The thermometer, digital thermometer on the metro, 43 degrees. That's not right. That's not a temperature for humans. That's a temperature for geckos and other cold-blooded lizards. Come on. How you doing, Jerry? Welcome. So I'm good today. I'm happy. And my God, friends, my God. Have the elves prepared a show for us today? Yes, they have. In today's 100 Humans, I asked them today, name something people do to let you know, para que das cuenta. Oh, Natch, that was even without Deeple. To let you know that they are bored. Que están aburridos. Name something people do to let you bored. To let you know that they're bored. Then we go to 100 humor. No, then we go to complete the news. Sorry, and we find out what is about to happen, or what may be about to happen between Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert. Natch, you've no idea who these people are. No, they are Republican representatives in the states. They're Republican representatives. And something is predicted to be imminent between these two. But what is it? We'll find out about that later. Lauren Boebert, we've covered in the show, Natch. She's the person who said if Jesus had had an AR-15 automatic rifle, he wouldn't have been crucified. It's that one, if you remember, from like a year ago. And then we go and hopefully do today's news about Hong Kong being or trying to become a smoke-free city or a tobacco-free city. But all that fun, my friends, coming up in the second half of the show. In this first half, we have a delicious unpopular opinion today, and really unpopular, Natch. Surprised by how unpopular it is in this heat. Come on, guys, get with the program. We'll get into it. My unpopular opinion was all men should wear skirts. And it's obvious. For airflow reasons alone, We don't want hard-boiled eggs, do we, guys? Come on now. But yeah, an incredibly unpopular opinion, but we'll get into that later. Let's take a look at some news. What do you want to know about today? God, there's a lot of news. A news-heavy show today. Well, look, we are always talking about the differences between the Republican and Democrat parties in the United States and the hilarity that it brings, right? It's practically like watching for us in Europe, for those international listeners out there. We produce a show from Spain, all right? Spain. If you look on a map, it's the piece of land that is on fire right now. So we're always making fun of this, but there is one thing that unifies both parties, Natch, that brings them together like nothing else. Do you think you can guess what that thing is, Natch? It's an unfair question. He is the oracle, though. Come on. Do you think you can guess what is bringing Republicans and Democrats together? Natch, it's UFOs. Sorry, we're about to answer. Or as we're supposed to call them now, UAPs. They've gone through a rebranding. They're called Unidentified Aerial Phenomena. UAP. So yeah, it seems like the UFO thing. I told you I would follow this story as it progressed. The story of the whistleblower. As many of you know, people who listen to the show regularly, I'm a UFO skeptic. I don't believe in these things. But there was an interesting story about a whistleblower from high up in the military ranks who spilled the beans. A person who spills the beans, an official, is a whistleblower. So a person who revealed secrets. He spilled the beans about the US government currently having entire whole UFO aircraft and UFO aircraft in pieces. UFO, by the way, guys, UAP, ovnis in Spanish. Right, Natch? Ovnis? Come on.
Nivelazo.
That's not everyday vocabulary, Natch. That's not vocabulary. That's not like, I don't go to the corner shop and say, can I have a pack of cigarettes and an extraterrestrial spacecraft? I don't say ovni very often. Come on, guys. All right, so yeah, it's bringing these two groups together, this UFO story. This piece of news coming from Newsweek. The US Congress is making bipartisan efforts between both parties. Something that's been sorely lacking in politics around the world, bipartisanism. The US Congress is making bipartisan efforts to publicly disclose government files on unidentified flying objects and unidentified aerial phenomenon. This initiative, supported by both Republican House Speaker, that's Kevin McCarthy, if you didn't know, and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, involves an amendment to the National Defense Authorization Act. So yeah, Republicans and Democrats coming together in a place of agreement for a change to help disclose UFO information. Do you believe in UFOs, Natch? I don't know if I've asked you this.
No, I don't.
No, me neither. Why would they come here? It's like going on holiday, right? It's like going on holiday and going to, I don't know, where's the worst place in the world? Going to Bradford, my hometown. You know, I've got 2 weeks off work. I'm going to go to Bradford. I miss the rain and the grey skies. No offense, Bradford, I love you. But, you know, it is what it is. Now, let's see what the chat is saying. How are you doing, Rob? Very well. Thank you, Jareum. Good morning. Good morning, Bridge. My God. Bobert and MTG are two intellectual powerhouses. I sense a note of sarcasm there from me. They are two deplorable individuals. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but they are. I know you may be a Republican listening to the show thinking, come on, Rob. Get with the program. They're not that bad. They are. They are literally that bad. Eric is here. How are you doing, Eric? Welcome, welcome. It's 18 degrees in my city, says Eugene. Oh, Eugene's joining us from Russia, Natch. 18 degrees sounds wonderful right now. In fact, that is what the air conditioner in the background is set to. It's 18 degrees. Here this morning, when I woke up at 5:30, 28 degrees. At 5:30 in the morning. You know, and it's going to get up to 40 today. But with the ground temperature included, so much more. So much more. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, I had a brilliant piece of news here. Steve Jobs. You remember Steve Jobs, right, Natch? The guy who profited from Steve Wozniak's work. The genius. Steve Jobs said, oh, well, no, here we go. Steve Jobs is an Italian company. And Apple can't do anything about it. Like the too long didn't read. The kind of the cliff notes of this article is that a pair of Italian brothers who make jeans, or at least sell jeans, have called their company Steve Jobs. Italians. Guys, if you're watching the show, you're listening to the show, don't say anything derogatory about Italians. It's racist. I, however, am half Italian. I will say whatever I want. Because they're my people. It's not racist if I say it. After a lengthy battle, Lengthy legal battle. By the way, this story coming from TheVerge.com. After a lengthy legal battle, Italian brothers Vincenzo e Giacomo Barbato, I tried to do that in my best Italian accent without sounding like Super Mario, have won the right to name their company Steve Jobs, the name of Apple's late co-founder. The dispute began in 2012 when the brothers realized that Apple had not trademarked Jobs' name. Apple contested the brothers' use of the name, particularly objecting to their logo, a stylized J with a bite taken out of it. Oh my God. Oh, I love it. However, the European Intellectual Property Office ruled in favor of the brothers, stating that the letter J isn't edible. Therefore, the bite couldn't be considered ripping off, copying Apple's logo. I love this news. I actually want a pair of Steve Jobs jeans now. I do. Just for the memes, just for the hilarity, friends. Let's see what people are saying. Do you do believe in OAPs, though, I take it, says the bridge. Do you know what OAP stands for, Natch? It's how we call old people in the UK. Old age pensioners. Soon it's just going to be OAP is going to stand for old age person, because nobody's going to be collecting a pension in a few years. Just a prediction there. Strap yourselves in. We're going to be working the rest of our lives. There you go. So there you go. Let's continue in looking at the chat. Good morning, Pedro from Instagram. The bridge. I'm live on the coast. Oh, I live on the coast. Sorry, my bad. In Cantabria, the best part of Spain. How are the temperatures up there, Bridge? Good morning to Con, joining us from South Africa. How are you doing, Con? Vero, I had a philosophy teacher who said that the universe is too big for us to be alone. Okay, well, technically speaking, that's correct, right? It's called the Drake equation. A mathematician, Drake, calculating the amount of solar systems in the universe with a sun and the amount of planets statistically that would be within a safe zone to create life, that there should be tons of advanced civilizations out there. But then we come across the Fermi paradox. If that can be true, how can it be that after so much searching, we are still alone? You know what I think, friends? I think we are a zoo. If aliens do exist, they're not coming here. They're not coming here. The Earth is the universe's Bradford. No one's coming to visit. You know what I mean? It's like they travel light years to come and see the planet and then just fly around. I'm not landing there. This place is infested with humans. I'm not going down there. Drop a crop circle and let's go home. Come on. Aliens don't exist. Are we kidding? Well, look, I say that, but I believe in empirical evidence. If I see, or if it becomes known publicly that they exist, if there's an official disclosure and we can visit a spacecraft or something, I'll change my mind. I'll change my tune. But until that moment, I'm not going to... I don't believe in aliens. Come on. It's 19 degrees here now, says the bridge. Oh, Cantabria sounds beautiful, Natch. We should go to Cantabria for a little holiday. Hi, Rob. According to my DNA test, I'm 5% Italian. Does it entitle me to criticize them or us? That's from Pedro from Instagram. Absolutely. In fact, if you've got a DNA test and you've got even 1% Italian, you can criticize them. Oh, dear. The bridge. Rob, I just sent you a screenshot of our current temperature. Oh, wow. 19 degrees. I'm jealous. Good morning, Chris Valrol from cool Barcelona. No, I'm joking. It's stifling. Yeah, here in Madrid too, Chris Valrol. Yeah, I can't remember where I read the 60-degree ground temperature thing, but it's just incredible. It's important because obviously we grow a lot of crops here in Spain. On yesterday's show, we covered the olive oil crops. And how there's almost, I think it was something like 30% drop in olive oil production. I mean, geez Louise. People are trying to cancel holidays here. I think we'll do another episode tomorrow in tomorrow's news about the heat that we're experiencing here in Spain, because it is absolutely incredible. And I don't think we've got any more time. I think we should. Sorry, guys, I did say I was going to do some AI news, but we don't have time. Let's go to today's unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion.
I needed to leave a little extra time for today's unpopular opinion because it's a good one. And I want to dedicate the intellectual weight of our community to this problem. Okay, what is an unpopular opinion? It's a brain fart, un pedo cerebral, un pedo mental, una rayada. It's una locura. It's a thing that just pops into my brain. I share it with you. And you tell me if it's unpopular or not on our Instagram. My Instagram is @professionalbohemian. That's Bohemio Profesional, pero en inglés. So I posted that on Instagram, and Instagram gave me their opinion. Can you guess? Oh, I think I told you this morning, right, Natch? 74% disagreed with this. It is, in fact, an unpopular opinion. We've been having some popular ones. But what is it? Today's unpopular opinion, my friends, is all men should wear skirts. All men should wear skirts. Okay, and I think a lot of people have taken this to mean all the time. Because I can't understand why it would be so unpopular. What's wrong with wearing a skirt? A surprising number of women, Natch, voted false. A surprising number of women. Todos los hombres deberían llevar falda. All men should wear skirts. We should normalize it. We should. Why is it seen as strange or curious when a man wears a skirt? I actually got some comments on Instagram. Let me read you them. I got one in particular from one of our angelic beings who downloads the podcast, Jose Luis. He said, "Where's the shade of grey here? Donde hay el gris? Where's the nuance? Where's the shade of grey here? Please don't tell your story at the wedding where you wore a kilt." It's true. There are photos of me wearing a kilt. Let me tell you something, friends. Converted. Kilts are great. I would be wearing one now if it were more normalized. So all men should wear a kilt. Let's look at what the poor enslaved elves said in the pro column. Advocating for men to wear skirts can help break down rigid gender norms and stereotypes, promoting more freedom of expression and challenging societal expectations. Skirts can offer comfort and freedom of movement. We all know what movement means there, right, guys? Sorry. Skirts can offer comfort and freedom of movement, especially in warmer climates. They're also less constricting than trousers, potentially contributing to better physical health. You know? For your little swimmers to swim a little faster. That's all I'm going to say. Let's continue. In various cultures, such as those in Scotland and certain Pacific islands, men traditionally wear skirt-like garments. Encouraging this practice broadly can contribute to cultural diversity and recognition. Yeah, it's not like wearing skirts is something new. Have you not seen the movie Braveheart? Rife with inaccuracies, by the way. The only thing that was accurate were probably the costumes. Nothing wrong with a kilt, my friends. I know Scottish people hate it when you say a kilt is a skirt. But can we agree that it's at least skirt adjacent? And that the sporran is handbag adjacent? I've worn them, and I know. So you're not kidding anyone here, Scots. Scottish people, again. They're going to kill me. I'm going to get a Scottish hitman coming for me. Okay, let's continue. Finally, allowing for more diverse clothing options for men like skirts can stimulate creativity and innovation in the fashion industry. Okay, those are the pro points. Let's go and look at some con points that the elves have prepared. Clothing choice should be an individual's decision based on personal comfort, style, and preference. Mandating that all men should wear skirts may be seen as restrictive or... Look, okay. Elves, you've misunderstood. I'm just saying we should all wear skirts more. Okay, let me finish this, and we're going to go to a little thought experiment between me and Natch. Okay, in societies with rigid gender norms, men wearing skirts may face stigma, discrimination, or even physical harm. It may be important to focus on fostering acceptance and understanding first. Depending on activities a person engages in, skirts might not always be the most practical choice. Yeah, true story. And then finally, while it's important to recognize and respect cultural diversity, encouraging men universally to wear skirts could inadvertently lead to cultural appropriation. Shut your face. I hate that phrase. Should we be not sharing our cultures? Is that not what we're supposed to be doing? To create a more equal and balanced world that appreciates more cultures. Should we not be doing that? Cultural appreciation, whatever. All right, so there we go. Those are your pros and cons. Natch, how do you feel about this? Would you wear a skirt if it were more normalized?
Well, why not? Everything is how do you say, like an agreement or a convention. Like
exactly,
you should wear a suit when you go to an important job. Why?
Yeah. Why?
There's a convention.
Exactly. So
but
here's
told us that is the way that the girls wear skirts and men don't.
Yeah, I completely agree. Now, there's a way we can measure how far we are on the track of accepting skirts as a society. Natch, I want you to imagine you have a close group of 10 friends. Every Friday, you go and you have a beer together. You have fun, you go home, all right? Every Friday, group of 10 friends. How many of those friends need to show up wearing skirts for you to wear a skirt?
Maybe 2.
God, Natch, I'm surprised. Me too. I'm around 2. I will be the 3rd. Okay, good. All right, good. All right. So we're almost there, Natch. Tomorrow I'm coming in a skirt. And if you don't come in a skirt, I know you're lying.
If you and Fitz come with a skirt, I mean...
Oh, man, we're having too much fun here, and the chat is on fire. Let's see. Oh, dear. Min says, I am 0% Italian. Can I criticize them? If 60% and 55% can, then Pedro can at 5. Then logically I can as well. No. You've got to have some Italian in you. You've got to have some, so it's not racist. There you go. Those are the rules. I didn't make the rules, guys. I didn't create these rules. Yeah, I actually did. Anyway, Pedro says, the very idea of an extraterrestrial civilization is a ludicrous and narcissistic idea that civilization is a natural evolution of any species. Actually, cognitive skills is not the only or the best solution for survival of the species. True story, Pedro. In fact, the most well-adapted creature on our planet right now is probably the cockroach. The cockroach is probably the only animal that can survive Earth in all its many temperature fluctuations. Long live the cockroach. Let's see. This unpopular opinion is a good one, but a weird one at the same time. I may say true, but I was wrong. Mainly, it was offensive. Oh, I can't say that on the air. Eric. Look, let's for a second forget that we've seen women wearing skirts and very few men wearing skirts all our lives. It's a piece of material. Get out of your own heads, guys. You're overthinking it. We're talking about a piece of material that allows airflow to our more sensitive regions, if you know what I mean, gentlemen. There is a global, globally men throughout the world are losing their sperm count. It's reducing. Spermageddon, we've heard about this. We've reported it on the show before. I have a solution. And that solution comes in skirt form, my friends. It comes in. You don't need to thank me. I'll collect my Nobel Prize in the post. Skirts are the way forward. They're not. Aren't we in the process of breaking down these gender roles, guys? Come on. Why is a skirt a female thing? Have you guys immediately? Get Amazon Prime. Watch Braveheart. Those are some manly men right there. You may take our lives, friends, but you'll never take our skirts. Okay, let's continue. The bridge. The best way to get past this something I can't Bridge. I can't read that. That's a bunch of vowels all stuck together. Calling them kilts and handbag sporrans. I don't understand what you've written there. Scottish people can wear this, but the rest cannot. It says Eric, that's a fallacy. We can. Right now you can go out and buy a skirt and wear it. You don't because society has told you not to. Guys, I'm a big fan of, begging for forgiveness rather than permission. Go out tomorrow. You wear a skirt, you see the freedom. All right, guys. Well, look, I'm going to post a poll in the chat. Hopefully I've convinced you a little bit. Come on. We should be wearing a skirt. Be free, friends. Free your minds. It's only a female thing if you want it to be. We could enjoy that comfort too, my friends. Okay, guys, we have to go for a very quick commercial break. The poll will be in the chat. Guys, so many things you could have been doing this morning, but instead of doing those things, you took the time to spend some time with Natch and I, and it means the world. See you soon. Hey, guys, if you'd like to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/professional bohemian. There you'll find VODs of the episodes as they are recorded live, blogs, vlogs, and behind-the-scenes content. If you'd like to watch the show live, you can do so on twitch.tv/professional bohemian, and you can participate in the polls we use in the show on Instagram @professional bohemian or Twitter @ProBoh, PROBOH. Okay, on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. God, I was enjoying reading the chat so much through the break as it evolved the conversation. How are you doing, guys? Welcome back to the show. It's currently 9 a.m. Central European Time, 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 3 p.m. for our friend in the Philippines. How are you doing out there, folks? If you've just tuned in, what did you miss? We covered some news stories. We spoke about UFOs bringing the Democrats and the Republicans together in the US. A nice story of bipartisan work there. Do we believe in UFOs? I certainly don't until I see some evidence. Come on. It's not a shaky video footage. Like a black and white grainy video footage. It's like why is it with modern technology we can't get a decent video of a UFO? Why do they all look like ultrasound scans of people's babies? It's weird. Go on, buy a decent phone, yo. All right, so we spoke about that. Then we spoke about the Italian brothers who named their company Steve Jobs and how Apple unsuccessfully tried to make them change their name. And then we moved straight on to today's unpopular opinion. Oh my God, friends, is it a good one? It was all men should wear skirts. Ooh, the vote is over. Oh my God. Nice. Oh, I feel successful today. Okay, let's continue. So today's unpopular opinion, all men should wear skirts. I gave you some comments from the elves there. I also got a few more messages from people in the social media space. Nessa Finessa, she was on the fence. Men can do whatever they want, she says. So good. Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Max wrote to me on Instagram, said, in a skirt on a construction site? No way, mate. I get the equality bit, but it's got to be practical, right? You can't be tripping over a hemline on the scaffolding. Dude, I mean, I'm not saying wear a skirt. You'd have to go to bed in a skirt. You don't have to go to work in a skirt. I'm just saying we should all have a few in our wardrobe for days like this. Yeah? Why the hell not? Leo said, absolutely, it's a great idea to challenge gender norms. Oh, come on. Get over the gender issue, guys. It's a skirt. Be less Spanish. Not everything needs to be gendered. You know what I mean? It's just an item of clothing, yo. It's just an item of clothing. But it's also important to respect individual choice and comfort. Not everyone might be comfortable with that change. True story, Leo. True story. In fact, Leo, you're going to get ProBoh approved. Good for you. Good for you.
ProBoh approved.
I was a little mean there off the start, but it's a fair point, We've got to grow into this, right? It's interesting to me how we did the unpopular opinion. Men should hug more. True. Yeah, we should be more physically intimate with each other. But then, but don't wear skirts. Don't wear skirts. That's a woman thing. Like, if you wear a skirt, it says nothing about your sexual orientation or your gender. It really doesn't. It just means you're maybe forward-thinking. I'll tell you why this is an unpopular opinion today, right? Because in the Vaughan offices, where we currently are, Natch and I, like a year ago, there was a no short trouser rule. You had to wear long trousers. This year, because there's a new CEO, I thought, I'm going to come in shorts. Better ask for forgiveness than permission. And slowly but surely, I've seen more and more people in shorts. Yayos, you know? And if they'd have said, Rob, you can't wear shorts at work, the following day, I would have come in a skirt. And I would have done it. Or a lovely summer dress. Because I don't care. And it would have been very entertaining for you guys. So there you go. Okay, anyway. So let's go to the chat. There was some hilarious people comments in the chat over the break. Let's see. Wow, you guys are on fire today. It might be, here we go, from Min. Oh, no, more. The best way to get past... oh, no, we read that one. The main point, Scotland can wear this, but the rest cannot. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. If it makes you feel better to call it a kilt, then call it a kilt. If it makes you feel better to call it a pineapple or a man cloth, if that makes you feel better, we'll call it a man cloth. You can wear a man cloth. You know what I mean? It's just a piece of, you know what I mean? It says nothing about how manly you are. And you know, I know what you're all thinking if you're a man listening to this. If I go to the pub wearing a skirt, all the boys are going to laugh at me. Yeah. That says more about them than it does you. You do you, man. Like Natch and I, out of our 10 friends when we go out, if 2 of them are wearing a skirt, dude, they've broken the ice. They are the pioneers driving through the ice there so the rest of us can have cooler eggs. Okay. Min says, it might be the way it's phrased. It should be normal for men to wear skirts if they want. Yeah, unfortunately, Instagram doesn't let me make the polls that long. So I have to condense the wording. You should wear... very different from you should wear skirts. Yeah, I agree. I could have phrased it differently. I think men should wear whatever they want, says Chris Valroll. I agree. Pedro from Instagram. I've always wanted to have a kilt. Actually, the feeling of freedom and the fresh sensation of the air coming through and caressing the lower part of my body is something I've always sought after. True story. But there's a paradox between this unpopular opinion and the one on nudity. Maybe it's just a step in between. It could be. It's weird. Like, our naked bodies... Yeah, it's weird. I really need to unpack this for myself. Why is it we all agree that we should normalize nudity, but that we shouldn't wear skirts? Why is that? Instagram, go home. You're drunk. Instagram, go home. You're drunk. Okay, Vero, let's change the unpopular opinion for a second. Why should women wear skirts in a customer service desk? Are we going back to the nudity thing here, Vero? I agree. People should do what they want. It should be fine for men to wear skirts. No issues with it, says me. Me neither. Rob, even if I am 0%... Okay, people are stuck, Natch, on my racism rules. Even though I am 0% British, I give myself full permission to criticise them. You did live there for many, many years, Bridge. You can criticise them. You have my permission. I will bestow upon you 1% British heritage. There you go. Pedro, who's voting false? Okay, yeah, that's meta commentary about the vote. Min, but the Brits make it so easy, it's almost like they want to be criticised. Read a really interesting piece of news the other day. More Brits than ever. This is from, where was this from? Reuters, so a good news story. More Brits than ever say Brexit was the wrong choice. 57% stating that the decision was incorrect, versus 32% saying that it was the right choice. God, let's do another referendum, Britain. Let's do another referendum. Anyway, let's continue. Where was I? Reading the chat, of course. Rob, I'm 80% Dutch. This gives me the entitlement to criticise everybody else. Or I may have percentage points in there. I don't know. Yeah, you need to do your DNA tests. The Brits consider the whole world part of Britain. See Benidorm, for instance. We're all British for them. Come on, guys. Let's let a little less Brit hate. I don't want to warm you up for Friday's amazing unpopular opinion. British cuisine is underrated. This time I'm going to win. You watch. I'm one of the two people who said false. But not to worry. The majority wins. True story. I was the other person saying false. No worries. Yeah, guys. No judgments. There's no right or wrong answer. We're just having fun. I saw an English guy once entering a pub in a mankini. So why not a skirt? Do you know what a mankini is? Natch? You know the Borat movie? The piece of swimwear that is basically covers the eggs and your nipples. And basically that's it. It's a one-piece bikini. Scottish people are weird. Eric, come on, they're not weird. They're great. I love Scotland, by the way. It's a great place. But if this is a final result becomes legit, I'll go to Scotland soon and know it's a true story. It is. I mean, they're not walking around wearing kilts all the time. But for formal occasions, our suit and tie might be their kilt. Okay. So let's go to the vote. Why not? Why not? I think we've said all there is to say. I don't think wearing a kilt should wearing a kilt, skirt, man cloth, whatever you want to call it. It shouldn't be a commentary on how masculine you are or not. Look, Alexander the Great didn't march his campaign wearing slacks. Okay, guys? He didn't. William Wallace didn't wear jeans. Neither did Rob Roy. They were all wearing a piece of cloth where the air could flow gracefully up into their private regions, giving them an increased sense of comfort and freedom and movement. That's all I'm saying. They had it right back then, guys. I don't know what happened. But slowly we lost our north and started wearing trousers. That's what I think. Let's see what you guys thought. Okay, so I made the statement, all men should wear skirts. Let's get a drum roll, Natch. Natch, we did it. 80% true. I would be interesting if you, after the show, please send me messages. I want to know, okay? There's you and there's your 10 closest male friends. Okay? Of the 10, how many of them need to be wearing a skirt for you to join in and wear a skirt? It's an interesting thought exercise. I did it with myself last night, 2, just like Natch. 2 of them go wearing a skirt. And they're just experiencing the joy and freedom of steady airflow. Then I'm all about it. Then, you can say it's a gender issue, breaking down what it's not. It's a clothing issue and how hot it is. Just saying, we can end Spermageddon, you and I, right now. 80% true. All right, let's go to today's 100 Humans. Oh, God, that unpopular opinion was almost too much fun. It was almost too much fun. Also, I'll buy one kilt. Good, Eric, do it. I've worn a kilt. They are surprisingly warm, eh? I was surprised by because it's really thick material. For me, here in Spain, my kilt will be a little bit more sheer. So the air can flow. Just saying, if the day I do come in, it's a shame we don't have more time together because I reckon I can convince Fitz to come in a skirt one day. Anyway, let's continue. So, it was a long walk to work, my friends, across snow-capped mountains and through river valleys. And on that walk, I encountered 100 humans. And I asked them all a question. Today I asked them to name something people do to let you know that they are bored. Name something that people do to let you know that they are bored. Algo que haga la gente para hacerte saber que está aburrida.
¿Será posible? Vaya nivelazo.
Left a pause and everything, Natch. All right. So I asked them that question. They gave me their answers. I have the top 7 answers right here. Your job in the chat is to identify those top 7 answers. Name something that people do to let you know they are bored. As always, we go to the oracle. What do you think?
Yawn?
Yawn. Bostezar? Oh, Natch!
¿Será posible? Vaya nivelazo.
It didn't even have time to cut and paste that into DeepL. That was 100% Rob. I earned that one. So, yawn. But is it there? Yawn. Yes, it is. And it's the number 1 answer. You weren't the only person to say yawn. Also, Chris Valroll. Well done, Chris. Well done. All right. So, yawn was there. Very good. Okay. Let's turn our attention to the chat. Min, they tell you they're bored. That's it. You don't need any more information than that. Is it there? They tell you. Te digan. I'm bored. No, it's not. Sorry, Min. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay, let's continue. They make random noises. What? I mean, there are some noises on the list, but they make random noises? That's weird, isn't it? If you were just in the middle of a speech and someone was sat there. Well, look, maybe in Dutch culture, Min's from the Netherlands, maybe in the Dutch culture, that's a thing. Is it there? Make random noises. No, it's not. Sorry, Min. Honest answer, yawning. Oh, well done. Even Eric got yawning. Number 1. That was a number 1 answer as well, Eric. Count that. That's 5 in a row, my friend. Okay, let's see. Vero said yawn as well. Oh my God, you guys are on fire. Pedro says to snore. To snore. Is snore roncar, I think in Spanish, right? Snore. Is snoring there? No, it's not. Dude, by the point, if you're talking and someone's snoring, it's time to stop. You've already they've gone past boredom into unconsciousness. That's a level of boring that, we don't encounter very often. Okay. Fart, says Pet. Come on. Fart's not there either. No. Okay. Chris Valroll says sleep. They'll fall asleep. It's there. Well done. Chris on fire today, identifying yawn and sleep. The world can't handle Dutch directness, says Min. Okay. So, Eric also said sleep. Do the triangle eye contact. That was from yesterday's flirting advice. Pedro, it's not there. It's not there. Okay, let's see. Look at their phones, says Eugene. To look at their phones. Is it there? Yes, it is. Well done. So I asked 100 humans to name something people do to let you know that they are bored. Look at your phones. It's there. It's in 7th place. Guys, well done. You only have 4 more to get. Okay, let's see. Start drinking compulsively, says Pedro. Pedro's been in some boring meetings, man, where he's just been snoring and pounding back shots of Jägermeister. Is drinking profusely or compulsively? Is drinking there? No, it's not. Vero also said to check the mobile phone. Well done. Looking at a clock. Looking at a clock. It's a great answer, Eric. Or to look at a watch. I'm going to mix that together with the telephone answer, because usually you're looking at the time anyway. So it was there. Congratulations. Yawning and sleeping you do when you're tiring, when you're bored. Oh, I don't know. Eye rolling, says Eric. Eye rolling. Rolling your eyes. Well, how would you say that in Spanish, actually? That's an interesting... To roll one's eyes.
I don't think there is a direct translation.
Oh, really? Oh, Spain. Come on, what are we doing with ourselves? Don't you say poner los ojos en blanco?
Well, maybe, yes.
All right. Well, I'll just wait.
Nivelazo.
Natch! That wasn't me. That was deep. That was deep, man. You don't feel bad. So to roll your eyes. Is it there? Yes, it is. Well done, Eric. Well done. It was there. Fourth most popular answer. Rolling your eyes. Look at a random wall. Look at a random wall. Good answer, but it's not there. It's not there. Eric says to sigh. To sigh. Is sighing there? To sigh. Suspirar, I think in Spanish. To sigh. Yes, it is. Well done, Eric. Eric on fire today. He's really good at these. You only have 2 more to go, and they are quite difficult ones. Poner los ojos en blanco. Yes, thank you, Vera. Thank you. Remember, from next week, I'm going to need you guys to give me the nivelazos. Natch isn't here. Let's see. These are difficult. These last 2 are difficult. When someone is bored, we have a word that means to move one's body compulsively in a small thing that we would do compulsively. It starts with God, I don't know how to do this. But do you know what I mean, Natch, as I'm describing it? I think the Spanish translation, should we do this? Yeah, because you don't have a verb for this. You would say mover. You would twiddle, to mover los pulgares. Twiddle your thumbs or your fingers, los dedos. So that was there. I'm giving you that one in 5th place. Picking their nose, says Eugene. Great answer. To pick one's nose. Is it there? No, it's not. Dude, what kind of people are you giving speeches to? Sat there picking their nose? Are you a roller, Natch? No, that's sorry. That's a gross question. We're not going to talk about tactics when nose picking. But you know, we have a roller and a flicker. We have the looker. You know, you have to check it out before you get dispose of it. You know, there are several. Whatever. Let's continue. There's one more. There's one more to get. Eric says to tap one's fingers. To tap one's fingers. Is it there? Yes, it is. Well done. Guys, you've done it. You've done it. Well done. With only one clue. I think twiddling was very, very difficult. Yeah, the 100 humans today, they had a nivelazo, all of them. Okay, so let's see. Roll your eyes. Desviar la mirada. Isn't that more avoiding looking? Rolling your eyes is like a gesture. Like, there is an emoji for it and everything. That's what I mostly hate, says Eric. To move your body compulsively, having sex. Says Pedro. Tap fingers on a leg. Exactly, Chris Valroll. To kind of twiddle, mess with your fingers. Twiddling is like it's an unconscious movement. Okay, anyway, so here we go. Let's go through the list. I asked 100 humans to name something they do to let you know that they are bored. In position number 7. We had to look at your watch or look at your phone. In position number 6 is tapping one's fingers or a pen. In position number 5 is to twiddle one's thumbs or fingers. In position number 4, to roll one's eyes. Roll one's eyes. Poner los ojos en blanco. I don't think it means the exact same thing, but whatever. Okay, in position number 3 was sleep. They sleep. It's quite a direct way to let someone know you're bored. In position number 2, we had to sigh, suspirar. And finally, in position number 1, with yawn, half of our audience and the Natch, 45 of the 100 humans said yawn. Let's go to today's Complete the News.
Complete the news.
Okay, we're going to skip right over. Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert, and we're going to go to Hong Kong because we didn't get to do this one yesterday. Here we go. Hong Kongers, there you have to assume it's people who live in Hong Kong. Hong Kongers are urged to blank. Hong Kongers, people, the citizens of Hong Kong, are urged to blank to help create a tobacco-free city. Hong Kongers se insta a los hongkongeses, would you say? The people of Hong Kong?
I don't know.
Se insta a los hongkongeses, for the falta of a better word. So the Hong Kongers are urged to blank to ayudar a crear un ciudad sin tabaco, to help create a tobacco-free city. But what are they urged to do? Here we go, my friends. Is it A, stare at smokers in a disapproving way? Mirar fijadamente, to stare?
Mirar fijamente.
Fijamente, God damn it. God damn it. Is it B, to pour water on smokers? Or is it C, to ignore smokers? We have a phrase for that in England, to give the silent treatment, to ignore smokers. Hong Kongers urged to blank to help create a tobacco-free city. Is it A, stare at smokers in a disapproving way? B, pour water on smokers? Or C, ignore smokers? We have some answers appearing in the chat. What do you think, Natch?
A.
You think to stare at them in a disapproving way? There is a tie between A and B in the chat. Let's say A, because Natch agrees with you. A. Is it there? Let's see. Hong Kongers urged to, drumroll Natch. A, stare at smokers in a disapproving way. There you go. Hong Kong's health minister has encouraged residents to stare disapprovingly at smokers as part of a strategy to create a tobacco-free city. He believes that smokers, especially those lighting up in non-smoking areas, are unlikely to relate if they are stared at, or to retaliate if they are stared at disapprovingly in public. There you go. This and all the links we've used in the show will appear in my Patreon, guys, for you to enjoy. So many things you could have been doing today. Instead of doing those things, you're here with me. And it means the world. See you tomorrow.